trying to figure out, 4 of them trying to figure out how to sing when they only had 3 microphones. And I said, y'all get up there, I'll find microphones for you. We got plenty. Y'all may be seated. I'm not sure if you guys figured this out yet. Hopefully I don't have to tell you guys every week, but we do. Woo! That's right. Praise God. Listen. We can't come to church and shout and clap and dance and run and get all crazy and then expect our kids to just sit there and be quiet. I honestly believe the same Holy Ghost is touching me, is touching the babies as well. I'm not going to stop them. Well, I like what I feel in here this morning. Amen. Or even this afternoon, too. Yes. The girls, anyways, that's what I was getting ready to say. If y'all haven't figured out yet, there used to be a day that we have this second service and we give time for prayer. And then we leave and we give testimonies. And then we come back up here, and that the testimony service, of course, would be opportunity for those that are that want to sing a special song to get up and sing a special song. Well, we had some things happen, and God has been dealing with me for a long time, anyways, about it. And because I'm not planning for the now, I'm planning for the tomorrow. And God's already got the now in His hands, so we're making plans for the tomorrow. And so there'll come a day when the church is so full that we can't just give opportunity for everybody to stand up and speak, and because there's too many people. So not only that, it just kind of opens the door to some foolishness sometimes. And so I just said, you know what, the testimony service is going to go. And I didn't tell anybody, I just made the cut. Not that I don't want to hear a testimony, because I do. Because I believe that we're overcomers by the words of our testimony. Amen. And I believe that it's important that we hear each other's testimony. But I'm telling you that probably 9 times out of 10 it wasn't a testimony at all. And I'm not saying that was a testimony. It was a testimony. Don't get me wrong, but it would seem like a. But my problem is that it opens the door to foolishness. So we get somebody come in and say, well, I don't know why you guys believe in holiness, or I don't know why you believe in the Holy Spirit, and I don't know why you believe in that, because I don't necessarily think you need to do all that to be saved. And even though it was kind of handled really well, in my absence, it happened. I just felt like, well, that's what happens when you open the door. And I'm not getting in the way of God's movement. I'm not standing and saying, God, you can't move, but what I am saying is that if you have a testimony, come to me. I don't want you to stand up and testify if you have a testimony, but come to me. I want you to sing a special song. If you have a song, my mom used to sing all the time. If she has a special song, she knows she's got to come to me and say, hey, I got a special song, I'll sing it with April. And we'll put her up there. And these girls figured it out. They come up to me and they say, Dad, can we sing? Yeah, we can sing. So the rest of the church is open the same way. So Christopher, whenever you get brave enough and you want to come up and sing, you just get with Sister April and we'll let you sing. And Damaris's voice got better all of a sudden, and you see where she got there and sang today. And but anyways, the door's open for you guys. I just wanted to tell you that. I don't want to think that I'm keeping control over the services. I'm really giving it to God. And I battled this. I battled this and I battled this and I battled this because I went to church my whole life where we had a testimony service, and I knew that we had it here, but I just, in my mind, it just kept over and over and over. There's something's got to change. We got to do something, and that was the reason why. But before we get started, I believe there's a gentleman in here that has a testimony, and he never asked for me to stand up to ask me to call on him, but I just want Brother Miller. You know, Brother Miller's been here for a long time, and he's been a friend of this church, and you know, he's been a minister. He helped Bishop Wright when he first opened the church years ago, 50 years ago, and you know, Brother Miller doesn't minister as much as he used to, or it's been a long time since he ministered, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't have a part or a place, and I just appreciate him. I appreciate his encouraging words that he gives me all the time, and I know that he does to other ministers and to Craig and all that stuff. But I want to give him an opportunity to stand up and testify before I go any further.
Well, Pastor, I think we praise the Lord for being here. I'm glad that I'm part of this church.
All right.
You know, I remember back when Brother Wright was starting up, the time that this met him was there. But we didn't leave without praying.
All right.
And I was sitting in here one day, and it's just coming to me that them prayers are still with the church today.
All right.
You know, and some prayers wasn't prayed in void. You know, and I thank and praise God for the church, and I thank and praise God for my pastor and teacher, and every one of you. I'm proud of you. And I thank the Lord for you, so you pray for me.
All right, sounds good. I went to a church last night, and I went to Brother Hearn's, I guess it's still Brother Hearn's church, but Ralph Hearn's church, and I went there last night. Nicole and Brian as well went, and their family, but we had Nicole and April's pastor from when they went to Marietta Church was up and was preaching over there, Brother Adams, and so we went there to hear him preach. And somebody just told me last week that, you know, last time I heard him, he preached the whole book of Jonah, and I went into church last night, he preached on the whole book of Jonah last night. But it wasn't 2.5 hours. It was only, they kept it in within an hour. He kept it within an hour, and it was really good. But he told a story about a young man that was just, man, he's a preacher, man, and he can preach, and he goes, but he likes to sing too, and he'll get up there and say, you know, God called me to preach, and I sing too. And I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, I know God's anointed me to preach, but man, I like to sing too. God had to call me to sing such a way. But he called me to preach. But I'm going to... Boy, if I could sing, man, I would cut a rug, man. What was the name of that lady on that was singing that video? What was the song that she was singing? Come on. What was it? No, not that song.
I'm working on a building.
I'm working on a building. I'm telling you, this older lady, she was older. She was getting it, and she was kind of dancing, and the church is kind of. You can't see what the church is going to do, but I'm telling you, if I was sitting there, I'm like, yes, you working that building, you working that building. But she was. That's exactly how I would be. I know it. And I told April that's the way she needs to lead the services. She goes, I'm behind the piano. I'm like, kick that thing back like you're leaving. Nothing else. You had fun this morning, or this afternoon already, right? I don't know. I would not want any other thing. I remember my mom and dad took me to a Pentecostal church when I was a kid, and that's what I was indoctrinated in. And so I'm not. They backslid, and I didn't live my whole life in the church, so don't think that I did that. But after going to the Pentecostal churches and coming out, and then my friends would invite me to go to their churches with them, like, so when is it going to happen? Like, what? I went, well, you know, something got to happen. Nobody's shouting yet. I mean, I came to a church where old men that had to walk in with canes and walker would stand up and get the whole shaking and moving and stuff for the church, and women without any legs that sat down there and get her little blessing as well. She couldn't walk or dance, but she just sat there in that pew and she would receive her blessing. That's where I gotta be. I don't want to be anywhere else. I'm getting all those places. I don't want to be where there's a dead God. My God's not dead. He's alive. Amen. You don't think he had this much emotion? I beg to differ. Just because you read those scriptures in monotone doesn't mean that he was monotone. I give the examples all the time. I will show you in the scripture where Jesus danced and leaped for joy. Okay, you want to know what they are? I'll tell you this one, and I'll get into my message. I don't mean to spend this much time on this, but man, I just feel here. I just love being in His presence, and you know, outside of His presence, I know the preacher was talking about last night. Sometimes we leave out of here and we get a little bit of a break from our worries and the things that's going on at home. But when we leave out of here, all of a sudden it hits us right in the face again. But you know what? There's so many battles and stuff outside of His presence that, man, I just want to stay in His presence all the time. Amen. Why would you ever want to leave? I'm like, no, I'll leave, but God, you're going with me. Amen. Amen. I'm like, I am not patient to stay around. I'm all best for you. You can lay right down beside me. I got a kid size. I'm not telling you April won't roll over on you, but I'm just telling you. I don't even know why I said all that. I was saying something. Got distracted. I'm taking Jesus with me. But I tell you what, I always want to be in His presence. And anyways, in the scriptures where the 72 came back and said, man, even the devils are subject to us. These disciples were excited. They're like, man, we went out there and we told devils to go and they went. And we told them to run and they ran. And they said, even the devils were subject to us. And He said, I have given you power to tread upon scorpions and upon serpents and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means harm you. But rejoice not in this, but rejoice because your name is written in the Lamb Book of Life. And then it says that Jesus turned, and it says that Jesus rejoiced. Now when we read these scriptures and we just pass right over it, that Jesus rejoiced. And we sit there like, oh, okay. So good. I mean, how do you rejoice? How do you rejoice? I'm just saying, it says that Jesus rejoiced, and we picture this. I finally got it. But that word, rejoice in that scripture, if you look it up in its Greek form, I believe it is agalaho, or agalaho, I know that I'm not pronouncing it right, but that word is translated as to literally leap for joy, or to dance for joy. They get it! They understand! There's power! There's power! Craig keeps throwing his arms up. That's what I did all through football season. I'd get an interception and they'd finally tackle me because, I was so hard to bring down. It's my story. I'm going to tell it how I want. And my arms would just, my coach would laugh and they would watch videos and they're like, wait for it. Wait, there it is. Boom. Those arms would come up. And every time they're like, wait for it. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Boom. Some people just do that. Other people, ha ha, they laugh. Me, I just want to dance. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building. Another raise for you folks. And since I'm an expressive, mine's usually an outward type of emotion. Today I'm already sweating. Today I want to preach to you the message, the battle in the Valley of Giants. The battle in the Valley of Giants. Now, I know you guys are tired of the snow, but I deliberately chose that for this message. Because when I do a search for giants, they don't come up in my program. So I did a search for battles, and I only get a couple scriptures that pop up, and I'm talking about my program for the screen, and I'm like, why can't they just have a screen for every message that I preach? And they just don't. The battle in the Valley of Giants. Turn with me to 2 Samuel. Haha, you guys thought I was going to 1 Samuel chapter 17, didn't you? 2 Samuel chapter 5. And the Philistines came up yet again and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. And when David inquired of the Lord, he said, thou shalt not go up. What? Not go up. Because we're so used to hearing David say, when he inquires of the Lord, shall I go? He says, shall go, for you shall surely overcome. But now he said, thou shalt not go up. But fetch a compass behind them, or compass behind them, and come upon them over against the mulberry trees. And let it be, when thou hearest the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees, then thou shalt bestir thyself. For then shall the Lord go out before thee to smite the host of the Philistines. Dear Heavenly Father, we call upon you, Lord God, once again. We thank you, Lord God, for the presence that we feel in this place already. God, we ask you, Lord Jesus, to reach down and have your way, God, in this place, Lord. We're asking for your Spirit, Lord God, to touch each and every one that's in this house, God. We're looking for you, God, just to have your way, God. God, don't let me get in the way, God. Don't let me, Lord God, spoil the work that you're about to do. God, I yield myself to you, God. I ask you, Lord God, to let an anointing come out, Lord God, that breaks every yoke of bondage, Lord God,